In the vast expanse of human history, few movements have reshaped the world as profoundly as Islam. From the deserts of Arabia in the 7th century, Islam transformed isolated tribes into a global community, built empires that stretched across continents, and inspired a civilization rooted in faith, knowledge, and justice. This is the story of its birth, its growth, and its everlasting influence. Before Islam, the Arabian Peninsula was known as the Age of Ignorance, or Jahiliyyah. Most Arabs practiced polytheism, worshipping idols housed in the Kaaba. Society was defined by fierce tribal loyalty, leading to endless blood feuds, while Makkah thrived as a trade hub controlled by the powerful Quraysh tribe. The wider world was dominated by two weary superpowers, the Byzantine and Sassanid empires, leaving many searching for spiritual truth. Into this world, in the year 570 CE, a child named Muhammad ibn Abdul was born in Makkah. Orphaned at a young age, he was raised by his grandfather, and later, his uncle. He grew up to be known for his impeccable character, earning the title Al-Amin, the trustworthy. At 25, he married a respected merchant cadre, and their partnership was one of deep love and mutual respect. At the age of 40, while meditating in a cave on Mount Nur, Muhammad received the first divine revelation through the angel Gabriel. The first words were, "Read in the name of your Lord who created." This was the dawn of his prophethood and the beginning of Islam's submission to the one true God, Allah. Over the next 23 years, revelations continued, forming the holy book of Islam, the Quran. The prophet began his call to Islam privately. His wife Qadre was the first to believe, followed by his cousin Alq, his close friend Abu Bakr, and his freedman Zayd. When the message became public, the powerful elite of Makkah fiercely opposed it. Their idols, social hierarchy, and economic power were all threatened. The early Muslims faced brutal persecution, torture, and boycotts. Yet, they remained steadfast. Some found refuge in Abyssinia, under its just Christian king, who granted them protection. Around the year 620 CE, the prophet was honored with a miraculous night journey. The Isra and Mi'raj, he was transported from Makkah to Jerusalem and then ascended through the heavens, a journey that symbolized the deep connection between all of God's prophets. As persecution in Makkah intensified, the Muslims were commanded to migrate to the city of Yathrib in 622 CE. This event, known as the Hijra, was so pivotal that it marks the beginning of the Islamic calendar. The city was renamed Medina, the Radiant City. There, the Prophet established the first Islamic state, built the first mosque, and created the Constitution of Medina, a groundbreaking document that guaranteed religious freedom and justice for all communities, including Muslims, Jews, and other tribes. But peace was short-lived. The Quraysh of Makkah remained a threat. In the Battle of Badr, 330 Muslims, vastly outnumbered, achieved a miraculous victory against 1,000 Quraysh soldiers. The Battle of Uhud followed a temporary setback that taught the Muslims a hard lesson about discipline. Then, in the Battle of the Trench, the Muslims defended Medina by digging a massive trench, a defensive strategy that baffled the Confederate tribes and ended their siege in failure. In 628 CE, a turning point came not through war, but diplomacy. The Prophet signed the Treaty of Hudaybiyah, a peace agreement with the Quraysh. Though its terms seemed unfavorable at first, it opened the door for Islam to spread peacefully. In his final year, the Prophet delivered his farewell sermon on the plains of Arafat, a powerful message of equality, justice, and the sanctity of life. He reminded the world, all mankind is from Adam, and Adam is from dust. The best among you is the one who is most righteous. Soon after, at the age of 63, the final prophet of Islam passed away, leaving behind a message that would continue to guide humanity. After his death, leadership passed to his closest companions. The right leg first was Abu Bakr, who unified a fractured Arabia and preserved the Quran in written form. He was followed by Umar ibn al-Khattab, a visionary leader who expanded the Muslim world into Syria, Egypt, and Persia. He established a brilliant system of governance, a public treasury, and a just legal system. The third caliph, Uthman ibn, continued the expansion and is most remembered for standardizing the definitive text of the Quran to ensure its purity for all time. His rule was tragically cut short by internal dissent. The fourth caliph was Elk ibn Epiglib, the Prophet's cousin and son-in-law. His reign was marked by civil strife as he fought to maintain unity and justice. His assassination in 661 CE brought the era of the rightly guided caliphs to a close. This led to the rise of the Umayyad dynasty, which moved the capital to Damascus. Under their rule, the Islamic Empire reached its greatest extent, stretching from Spain in the west to India in the east. Arabic became the official language, and magnificent structures, like the Dome of the Rock in Jerusalem, were built. However, internal conflicts and growing inequality eventually led to their downfall. In 750 CE, the Abbasidines rose to power, moving the capital to a new, magnificent city, Baghdad. This marked the beginning of the Islamic Golden Age. Baghdad became the world's epicenter of learning and culture. The House of Wisdom attracted scholars from all faiths and backgrounds. Groundbreaking advancements were made in mathematics, with Al-Khwarizmi developing algebra, in medicine, with Ibn Sina and Al-Rask, and in astronomy and philosophy. This intellectual explosion would later help spark the European Renaissance. The Abbasid Caliphate shone brightly for centuries before it was eventually extinguished by the Mongol invasion in 1258. From a single revelation in a desert cave to a civilization that illuminated the world, the story of Islam is a testament to the power of faith to inspire humanity towards justice, knowledge, and unity. Thanks for watching. If you found this journey through history insightful, please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and click the bell icon so you don't miss our next episode. See you next time!